Hello, Lynn Thomas from HolyGrailFinder.com. Have you been told in your business that you need to understand your why? You need to define your why, and then you need to execute on your why because it's essential in building your business. That's all completely true, and it is important. But today what I want to do is spend a little time with you, helping you understand and expand your understanding of the concept of why. And the way to do that is to understand the difference between vision and mission. So let's start today by talking about what mission means. Some of you have probably heard the origin of that word, and understanding words, it's very helpful sometimes to go back to the origin of the word and come forward from that, and you really can learn a lot about our language and the meaning associated with words when you do that. Well, the word mission comes from the Latin word missionem. The nominative form is missio, and it's come to mean a number of different things over time, permutations of the same thing, but in general it means the act of sending, to be sent. Okay, that seems kind of obvious, but let's dig a little deeper than that. From a political sense, diplomatic sense, you can be sent out to foreign lands on a job. From military sense, you're given a defined set of parameters, and your job is to go out and execute those defined set of parameters, and if you accomplish those things, you've accomplished your mission. When you look at that, it really helps you get a picture that a mission then is really a defined thing that has an end, something that can be accomplished in your lifetime, certainly, and maybe even sooner than that. So the mission then, the concept of mission would be very different from the concept of vision. And vision, again, is a word that comes from a Latin word visionem, or the nominative form again is visio. The meaning seems again to be very obvious. It can literally mean, sight, but it can also mean a type of foresight, or, in a supernatural sense, it can mean almost seeing, the unseen. So if we look at that from, a business perspective, having vision is seeing what other people may not see. It's having the ability to see down the road. And vision is not something that has a completion factor built into it. Vision is something that in your lifetime you would not necessarily accomplish. On the contrary, vision is what drives the mission. Okay, so there are elements of your vision that in your lifetime you're going to see accomplished because you've gone out and you've executed through taking up a mission to carry out your vision. But it's not just in the concept of our home businesses that we see this. I mean, think about the great companies of the world that still exist today, existed beyond the lifetimes of their founders. Think about our own great country, founded on a vision and carried out over time through a series of missions. We see it continually, but it really is the vision that gets shared from person to person over time. So when you're bringing people into your business, you are helping those people to catch a vision. It will be their own picture of that vision, but you're helping them to catch the vision, and then they take up the mission that you've taken up, again in their own way for whatever their particular goals would be. But they take up the mission to fulfill the best they can, and to the extent that they can in their lifetimes, as much of the mission as possible, lighting additional hearts on fire with that mission as they go and with that vision as they go. But our own businesses have to be fueled by vision because they need to be fueled for the long term, not for the short term. When you focus just on mission, you get very focused on short-term results, short-term benefits, short-term problems, short-term hurdles. Instead of taking the long view and keeping the vision as the focus and the mission as everyday activities that, if you face hurdles, those hurdles are just to be overcome. If you receive benefit, those benefits are to be taken and used as additional fuel to drive the mission to keep fulfilling the vision. The other thing is that if you're focusing on just the mission and the short term, you're going to get a better understanding of why. Just saying define your why, just know your why, is not really enough, and it's why so many people quit. Because your why has to be elevated to the level of a vision, or you won't have that perseverance. You will want to quit. Some people come into a business with an 8 to 5 mentality. It's like a mission mentality, because when you go to an 8 to 5 job or some permutation of that, you have a defined reality that today this is what I need to accomplish, and that's what I need to accomplish. I don't have to think 10 years from now. I don't have to think the long term for this position. So it's a whole mindset change for people. So when you find a business that really lights up your heart, then you have found something that will ignite a vision. I could never get excited. I could never, my heart doesn't get on fire about selling or about, dealing with, cleaning supplies or makeup. And that's me. Maybe that's what lights your heart on fire. But that would never have lit my heart on fire. It just wouldn't have. So you have to find what lights your heart on fire. And when you do that, then you've got the fuel for the vision. And then you know that you have a solid future, a solid business. And then your job, in order to execute, to define your mission, is if you've got what lights your heart on fire, then you've got to have a solid system behind you that will define your mission terms, and that will allow you to never lose sight of the activities, the mission directive, mission first, that's what the military teaches, so that you never lose your vision. Because if the mission directive gets confusing, if the mission doesn't have a map, if the mission doesn't have a team, then you're out there on your own without a roadmap, and you're going to be tempted to start looking left and right for shiny objects and things that look like a greener pasture. And you're going to lose your focus on your mission and your focus on your vision. And your vision will fade and your mission will die. So today, my hope for you is that you have found the thing that lights your heart on fire and has ignited a mission, and that you found something that also comes with an absolute bulletproof mission structure that will allow you to never lose your vision, so that you do get to fulfill your dreams. If you're not in a home business that hits all those points, let me know. I'd be happy to share with you what I do. If you've been thinking about doing something but you haven't quite gotten there yet, and you're ready to have your heart lit on fire and to run with people who understand mission and vision, let me know. I'd be happy to help you with that. But regardless, get on my newsletter. You can do that by messaging me your email, and I'll be happy to put you on my email newsletter, or go to holygrailfinder.com anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right, guys, I'll see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. God bless, and don't forget to go light your lamp.